Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Destination Truth. Today I want to vent, a little unscripted here. I usually am unscripted. But, guys, I'm very concerned. After going to Freedom Fest and continuing my always ongoing research into the economy, politics in general, I'm starting to feel like this is the game plan of the left. They're gonna allow the collapse of the dollar, or at least the mega 2008 on steroids collapse of more than just the real estate markets. I'm talking about a real collapse of the dollar. Hyperinflation will ensue, and the purchasing power of the dollar will actually, for once in its last 30 years, it will actually go down drastically. Quality of life will be diminished. And it's going to happen on Trump's watch, which means the left is going to obviously take credit for having called him out as a bad president, as a stupid president, as a man incapable of leading, as a straight up communist. How on earth he could be a communist, I don't know, but they've called him a Russian at the very least, which is far from the truth. The things the left are saying are just sometimes mind-boggling. And living where I live in, the Socialist Republic of California, it is very hard to stay optimistic sometimes. So this is what I'm thinking, guys. I wanna grow this channel, but more importantly, I want to grow this community. So I've made a Discord group, and I would like to see you there. In this Discord group, I want to be able to have the chance to actually verbally connect with you guys, be able to talk about politics. If you're straight up communist, if you're brave enough, come, but you come on in, guys. No, I'm very anti-communist, and if you believe in communism, guys, I would love to tell you many reasons why. I know for a fact that it cannot work on a massive scale. It can't. And if it does, it'll be only for a small amount of time, and it'll be responsible for killing millions of political dissidents. And there will be dissidents like myself. When you basically give away a human their ability to work in this life, to produce something worth doing in life, you've taken away their life. If you've taken away their ability to choose what they do in life, who they marry, where they go, where they live, that's everything. That's literally everything. And it's really hard for me to even entertain communists because they believe that all of those things don't have to be part of it. But when government controls the means of production for everyone, that's what ends up happening every single time. And to believe that a dictatorship can exist for a small amount of time and then magically disappear into the ether, that also is a very sad disillusionment, because it's not the case. Power begets power, and power corrupts. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's impossible for communism to work. But, going back to my main topic here, guys, sometimes I ramble, I apologize, but what I will say is I want to have communications with people that are like-minded. I want to connect, I want to unite, because united we stand, divided we fall. This is getting to that point, guys. I don't like talking like this because I don't think there will be a culture war. I think the collapse of the dollar will basically deflate anyone's ability to want to wage some kind of a war or something. But what will happen is it'll make everyone go leftist if people like us don't speak up now. Okay? So what I'm talking about right now is that we need to continually be saying the truth, which is to say, the dollar is going to collapse. Sorry. I'm not sure why my camera's not focusing. There we go. Okay, the dollar is going to collapse. It's inevitable. There's 1,000+ indicators as why that is and why that cannot be avoided. We need to talk about it, share it, tell people why it's happening, because the left is in fact dumb enough to just, they're just going to buy up what the propaganda machines tells them, which is Trump took credit for the economy, he took credit for the lower unemployment, he took credit for the stock market gains, he's taking credit for the economy, and now it's going to collapse on his watch, probably in the next 2 years, but maybe in a second if he runs again. I think he will win personally. I know a lot of people out there don't think he will. A lot of people think he's a one-term president, but trust me, I think he's going to get reelected. A lot of people like him. And on top of that, regardless whether it's this term or next, the economic collapse will happen. And if it happens in his first, he won't be reelected, obviously, but he will be blamed for everything. Capitalism will be blamed for everything, and we will go straight to outright socialism in one form or another. Hopefully not communism, but it's going to be extremely socialistic here. And if that happens, I mean, honestly guys, we need to have a stronger community in general just to help each other stay sane, maybe. But yeah, if you find your evenings, if you find yourself spending a lot of time just on YouTube watching people, like-minded people, why not actually communicate with each other and share our ideas? Hell, I'll even interview you if I find some topic of yours that you're passionate about to be interesting enough, because this entire channel is, I mean, I was hoping it'd be a community channel, honestly, at some point where people would come together and I'd be able to interview people and talk about the truth. Truth of history, truth of particular topics regarding science or news, because today we live in a world where people are calling it a post-truth world, because the truth is literally what you say it is if you're the victor. And that's the way the left operates. I mean, if you've read 12 Rules for Radicals, that is their MO. Just like Joseph Goebbels, I mean, propaganda minister in Nazi Germany, tell a lie once, tell a lie 1,000 times, and it becomes the truth. And that's what they're doing in this country. And it's very easy when they've got 5 corporations, and those corporations literally share over 1/3 of their shareholders, their major shareholders or stakeholders. I mean, it's way too easy for them to get away with just skewing the truth. Anyways, guys, we need to find ways, we need to unite, we need to communicate, we need to find ways to help each other, to help the rest of the country and the world wake up to the fact that the dollar cannot exist when it is so hyperinflated by magic money that they just print. I mean, we're propped up on trillions of debt. We're not backed by anything. In fact, we're backed by debt. Don't you? People probably realize why this is unsustainable, but if this is the first video you've ever heard this said, don't take my word for it. Go watch videos from Peter Schiff, Jeff Berwick, Adam Kokesh, all 3 of which I just interviewed last week. Or even Alex Jones, but he doesn't talk about the economy too much anymore. I mean, I don't even watch much of him. I haven't watched a single one of his videos in probably a year. But, you know, some of what he talks about is dead on. So I invite you to do your own research and join the community. If this sounds interesting to you guys and you'd like to join this community, it's called Destination Truth. It's on Discord, and I can send you an invite if you leave a comment below. So please leave a comment below if you'd like to join the community.
It is mine.